Diversity 2, this is the last video on how to restore your canopy. This is a 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan. And I had my canopy back in place. I had to open up my my hatchback and reverse the process of reinstalling this canopy. I did it by myself. Two people will make it faster, but I was able to do it by myself. Basically just taking it and bringing it through the back and working it over to the sides and getting the molding back under it to support it. The front part was supported by the sun visor screws, two on each side to hold up the front, and there was one screw back here to help this to stay in place. But that wasn't a bad deal, but I did have a problem getting the sun visor screws to go into the exact holes. But however, I got my canopy up. That was the main thing, to get that old one out. It was shedding and falling down. But actually, I thought there was some rust on the roof, but there was no rust. Everything pretty well looked new, except for the canopy was falling apart. But this canopy, this material was so cheap, $2 a yard at Walmart, and I got about 5 yards. I didn't even need the 5 yards, but the main thing was to get this thing up. Now, I'm not finished. I'm going to finish putting the some of the hardware in place, making sure it's secure. And I need to go around and make sure everything is smooth. I noticed that adhesive in some areas it did not stick well, and some of it started to flap just a little in small areas. So, but I'm gonna show you how to fix that. That's not a problem. But I'm so happy that my wife is happy that this thing is up, and that stuff is not falling in her hair. So this looks pretty good. So let's move right along. I'm gonna show you the canopy and what to do in case your new canopy starts to sag some. You can catch it before it gets bad, and you can fix it. Stand by. Diversity 2. This is part 5 on how to how to repair your vehicle's canopy. Stand by. Making sure everything's back in place, nice and tight. Got the right screws where they need to go. I cut my cutout where I was able to put the installations back in and not have any things showing. It looks nice and neat. Make sure the screws are tight. And I got a brush here to get some of the debris off of my canopy here. Make sure everything's tucked in. Still got to do some more tucking in this corner. Got a small screwdriver. Let me get a close up here. This light is on because I got my door open. Now you can see the wrinkles here on the edge, but that can be taken care of. Make sure all of this is tucked in. Right in there, and the other part's gonna. It's raining today, so I'm not going outside to have to go outside the door and slide this back to be able to tuck this in. Well, let's see how bad it is. Not too bad. Anyway, this tucks in from the outside. Need to pull on it. It actually goes under the canopy instead of the molding here. But that'll do for now. I can work with that. The main thing is I got this up. That's looking okay. I can make adjustments with it later. It's looking good though. So I cut it just right to be able to get my hardware back in place, and it's not overlapping. There's one place in the back where I'm gonna have to probably fix up a little bit, but that's not a problem. But this looks pretty good. I was able to get my wiring. Remember, I cut my wiring harnesses and I matched all the wires back up on both sides of the canopy. There was some wiring. I get my behind both of these panels. This panel on the right side and the panel on the left side was some wire that was connecting to the top of the canopy. I just cut them and I just retaped them together, meshed up the colors, and they came out fine. All the lights came back on. My hatchback worked, so that wasn't a problem. This AC, my AC rear control. That can be tucked in some more. A few wrinkles there, but that's not a big deal. I'll get a front view of that, looking pretty good. Tuck in some around here. I have enough light here. And my front console for the ceiling came out pretty good. None of it's hanging. Still need to work on the front some. But I make sure anywhere I had a hole that I had anything to plug in, I make sure I'll be located by sticking a screwdriver through there before I mounted the canopy. And has the design to hold up the middle section of the canopy. They just stick right in. And if you don't like this, the way this plastic looks, you can take and I have a lot of material left over, so you can take this material and cut a piece and just glue it to the top of here. If you want this to match your canopy. Just a Christmas tree, I call it a Christmas tree screw. And if for any reason your canopy starts to sag in some area, I'm going to show you how to take care of that problem. A view from the rear, not all the way back. I got a tire in my back, but the canopy looks good. I'm about to find how much this stuff costs to actually have this done, and I might be shocked. But hey, it's back in place, looking good. Let me show you one more thing here. In case this thing starts to sag or the adhesive gives away in some of the canopy area. This looks like this might be a problem here, this area here. But we can customize this canopy and do a little design. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, let me use the area that has some light. This is right above the driver's side seat. As you can see, some of the adhesive did not work here. I can still feel it's a little tacky, but for some reason, probably the way it's curved, it just did not work. But you may have to find some stronger adhesive if you want to do this job to keep this from happening. But that's all I had at the time to work with this. I have a very small screw, and I know from taking this canopy out that this is pretty thick, where it folds over here. So I have like an inch screw, drywall screw, and there's a this is a drywall screw here. And if you go to Home Depot, you can find these little shelving screw inserts. What they do is they slide in on top of the drywall screw like that, and kind of give it some decoration. So if you want to, also you can take some material and just cut a small piece take you some a pencil or something and draw how wide that needs to be, and glue that material to the back of this, the same way you would do with the Christmas tree screw, if you don't want that to be seen. So take your scissors and cut a little piece and just glue it there. Screw, you're going to put it in a place where it's sagging. Find out where it's sagging. But you don't want to have this scattered unless you care. If you care, you want it to look neat. Just follow the sag to the next place that is sagging, and hopefully, especially if it's in the same place, you want to dress and make it look neat. But if you don't care, you just want the canopy to maintain its integrity and stay up, then just going to take your screw, find the place, and put your screw in there. Like that, as you can see, the sag is gone. Where you can go. That area looks good. Just going to take your insert, just slide on top of the screw, and that'll solve your sagging problem. Like I said, you can dress this, or if you want it specmatic or scattered, it doesn't matter to you. There you go. These inserts come in different. Before that, I remember they only had just white and black for these inserts. I don't know if you can see that, but just a small insert that slides inside of your drywall screw. But all you do is screw your screw in there, put that insert in, or before you do that, take and decorate it with some extra leftover material, and the problem solved. Just go through your canopy and find the spots that seem to be loose, and that'll take care of the issue. And if some reason in the future this thing starts to sag, you can really take care of it right on the spot by inserting the screw and your top inserts there. But this canopy looks pretty good. I'll need to work on this side here. That's sagging going on, but overall it's doing pretty good. So that's virtually true. If your canopy is coming apart and you don't have the money, but you have a lot of nerves, you can do it too. Virtually too. Thanks for watching. How to replace your canopy. Don't forget to subscribe.